The overarching lessons of those books and of the events I host around the world converge on the premise that it's not the conditions of your life, but rather the decisions you make about what to focus on, what things mean to you, and what you're going to do about them that determine your ultimate destiny. It was clear to me that Siri had absorbed the message and understood the gravitas of those 3 decisions that we're all making every moment, either consciously or unconsciously. But as I've already said, it's one thing for people to understand something intellectually, and quite another rarity to actually do what they know when the going gets tough. To understate it, the going got really tough for Siri a few years later. There was another memorable phone call, the one where Siri's wife, Beck, called my wife, Sage, to tell us that Siri had just received a harrowing diagnosis. I'll leave it to Siri to tell you how she found her way, and you can too, but I will tell you what this woman's journey has meant to me, personally. The thing about mentorship people don't always talk about is that the river often runs in both directions. I watched and learned with great respect and deep honor as Siri decidedly and courageously found her way in the areas that matter most in life: health, family, friends, and fulfillment. I've had the privilege to learn from many special souls whose mastery of certain areas have provided me with helpful hints about what to anticipate in my own life, people who have navigated the rapids already and are willing to share their hard-scrabble map of the territory. I've long suggested that people find those kinds of mentors for themselves, somebody to model, a friend who finds strength in moments of weakness and can offer clear, practical distinctions and proven pathways to power in the face of the inevitable obstacles. Those are the people we all want to listen to. Those are the people who provide a guiding light when we need it most. And that's exactly why Siri's story is so inspiring to me and why it will surely move anyone who goes on this journey with her. Tony Robbins. Part 1. Introduction. You get to go first in deciding what story you want to live. If the COVID-19 pandemic years have taught us anything, it's not to take anything for granted. Life as we know it can change in a heartbeat, or it can stagnate, leaving us stuck repeating the same unhealthy patterns. I believe I know this better than anyone. I wanted to be a world champion triathlete, even though I didn't know how to swim. I wanted to love and be loved, even though my hero, my father, shunned me when I told him I was gay. I wanted to rescue horses from slaughter and ban this brutal practice once and for all, even though I only had 2 years of experience with horses. I wanted to savor every day and enjoy the life I had made with my wife, my career, and my passion for horses and animals, even though in November 2019, I was diagnosed with a rare and usually fatal form of acute myeloid leukemia, AML. Every time I had been faced with what seemed impossible, I found a way not only to survive the situation, but to thrive within it. Today, I am cancer-free, a triathlon world champion, happily married, co-founder with my wife of a nonprofit that has rescued 275 horses from slaughter in 5 years, and one of the most successful coaches and motivational speakers in the world. I overcame the lingering trauma of my childhood and a terrifying bout with crippling obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, in my teens and during college, and I've turned it all into a message of hope and love for you. I am no different than you. You have everything you need inside of you to overcome any challenge and achieve things that seem impossible. I have suffered deeply for much of my lifetime. On the outside, my whole life tells a different story, one of overcoming challenges, achieving impossible goals, and being a love and light to all those around me.